Urgent Chicago Bears fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Chicago Bears updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, Bears fans, hold on to your seats because what I'm about to tell you might just be one of the most exciting developments we've seen in a long time. The NFL offseason is always full of rumors, speculations, and surprising twists, but this one has the potential to shake up the entire backfield of the Chicago Bears. It's about a player that's been making headlines, not just here in Chicago but across the league, Nick Chubb. Yes, that Nick Chubb, the powerhouse running back from Cleveland, who's been known for his bruising style, his vision on the field, and his ability to break tackles like no one else. And right now, the buzz is that the Bears are very serious about bringing him to Soldier Field. Let's rewind a little and look at what's happening overall with the Bears, because this isn't just about one player, it's about a team that's looking to take a big step forward after a somewhat roller coaster season last year. Chicago, under head coach Matt Eberflus and offensive coordinator Luke Getsy, has been trying to rebuild that identity on offense. We all know that last year was a mixed bag. There were flashes of brilliance, but also struggles, especially in the running game. The Bears ranked quite low in rushing yards per game, and that's something they've been eager to fix. The addition of a running back like Nick Chubb could be exactly what this offense needs to become a more balanced, more dangerous unit. Now, why are the Bears so interested in Chubb? Well, for starters, his style of play is exactly what Chicago's offense could use right now. Chubb is a tough, physical runner with a low center of gravity, making it extremely difficult for defenders to bring him down. He's a guy who can carry the load, gain those tough yards between the tackles, and also be a reliable option in the passing game. His presence would undoubtedly give quarterback Justin Fields even more confidence because the defense would have to respect that ground game. And let's be honest, having a dominant running back like Chubb could open up so many possibilities for the Bears' offensive scheme, especially with the creative minds of Ben Johnson, Chicago's offensive coordinator, who's known for designing innovative plays. But here's where it gets even more interesting. After the Bears missed out on some of the top running backs in the recent NFL draft, the idea of acquiring someone like Chubb becomes even more appealing. They tried to address the position in the draft, certainly, with some promising rookies like Roscoe Johnson and Kyle Manengai, but nothing replaces that proven, veteran presence that Chubb offers. Johnson, who last season was underutilized, has shown flashes of potential, but he's still unproven at the NFL level. Meanwhile, rookie Kyle Manengai has the talent to make an impact early, but he's still raw. The Bears are clearly looking for someone who can come in immediately and make a difference, and Chubb fits that profile perfectly. Now, let's talk about the Cleveland Browns for a moment, because they're also in a tricky situation. According to reports, the Browns are very interested in bringing Nick Chubb back. They've made it clear they want to retain him if possible, and after adding 2 rookies in the draft, Quinton Judkins and Dylan Sampson, their backfield is starting to look pretty crowded. This could very well be a signal that the Browns are preparing for the possibility that Chubb might seek a new home, or maybe even that they're open to trading him if the right offer comes along. For a team that values stability and a veteran presence, losing Chubb would be a blow, but the NFL is all about business, and sometimes these big trades happen because both sides see a benefit. From Chicago's perspective, acquiring Chubb would be a game-changer. The team has invested heavily in building a solid offensive line, aiming to give Fields more time and space to operate, and adding a back like Chubb would complement that effort perfectly. Imagine a backfield with Chubb and DeAndre Swift, who's already the team's primary back, and perhaps Roscoe Johnson stepping into a bigger role. That kind of duo would be a nightmare for defenses to handle. Swift, with his explosiveness and ability to catch passes out of the backfield, pairs well with Chubb's power running style. The combination of speed, agility, and brute force could give the Bears a dynamic rushing attack that's been missing for years. And speaking of Swift, he's been the featured back since last season, but let's be honest, he's more of a home run hitter than a consistent between the tackles runner. That's where someone like Chubb would come in and provide that steady, reliable presence that can grind out tough yards on third and short or close out games when needed. Plus, the fact that Chubb has a proven track record of staying healthy and performing at a high level in the NFL makes him an attractive target for any team looking to contend. Now, I want to pause here for a moment, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. So, what does this mean for the Bears moving forward? Well, it's still early days, but the signs are pointing toward a very real possibility that Chicago could be making a bold move to acquire Nick Chubb. The team is clearly exploring options, and with the NFL's trade market always lively during this period, don't be surprised if you see some significant news in the coming weeks. The Bears seem committed to upgrading their roster, and adding a player of Chubb's caliber fits perfectly into that vision. It's about not just competing, but making a serious push for the playoffs and maybe even more. Looking at the bigger picture, Chicago has been in a bit of a transitional phase. The franchise is trying to find its identity again, after a few tumultuous seasons. The arrival of a player like Chubb could be the missing piece to finally turn this team into a legitimate playoff contender. Remember, Chicago has a passionate fan base, hungry for success, and they deserve a team that can compete with the best in the league. Bringing in a veteran like Chubb would send a message that the Bears are serious about winning now, not just rebuilding for a distant future. And of course, there are the fans' expectations. Everyone's talking about Justin Fields taking that next step, about the offensive line improving, and about the defense continuing to be a solid force. But let's be honest, a strong running game can elevate all of that. It can keep defenses honest, open up passing lanes, and give the team that extra edge needed to win those close games. If the Bears pull this off, it could be a turning point for the franchise, a sign that they're ready to make some serious noise in the NFC North and beyond. Now, it's important to keep in mind that nothing is written in stone yet. Negotiations, contracts, and team strategies are all part of the game, and in the NFL, things can change in the blink of an eye. But one thing is clear, Chicago is making a clear statement that they're looking to add talent, to push forward, and to be serious contenders. And bringing in a player like Nick Chubb would be a huge step in that direction, a move that could define their season and perhaps even their future. As fans, we all love a good story, a good comeback, and a team that fights for every inch on the field. The Bears have that potential right now, and with the right moves, they could surprise a lot of people this season. So, keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned, because I truly believe we're on the brink of some exciting developments. And remember, this is a team that's been hungry for success, and maybe, just maybe, they're about to make a big statement, one that will resonate throughout the league. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the Bears should go all in for Nick Chubb? Would he be the missing piece to finally bring that elusive playoff run? Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news, because this offseason is shaping up to be one of the most interesting in recent memory. Thanks for watching, and as always, bear down.